Hello, everybody. Sean Higgs coming at you here with another Winner Circle Sports Betting podcast. It's Tuesday, the 26th. We're going to be looking at the Friday college football. Tuesday, I got Matt Fargo with me, waiting on Chip Trimbus. Technical difficulties. You know, Chip. The guy's outside. He's a man amongst the people. You know, he's be having breakfast right now. He's at Cracker Barrel having a veteran special breakfast, probably. You know, that's how those old fogies run like that. He's up early. He's having his oatmeal and biscuits. I don't know what he's doing. He'll be here. Listen, we got, as you know, we do tape early on some of the shows, right? It's a holiday week, stuff like that. But it's a crazy Tuesday. We got like 10 a.m. basketball games this week, Matt. But listen, we're going to jump into all that. Talk some college football for Friday, Black Friday action. Hit the like button, subscribe, notification bells on here so you know each and every day we roll out the free pick videos, plus all the live shows, Football Friday, Monday Night Live, and all the goodies on deck coming forward here at winnercircle.net. But gamblersworld.net is our sponsor. Give them a follow for all the premium plays. These are the free pick videos. And last week we went 1 and 2. Matt Fargo, the lone winner in the video last week. We try to win every one. We do. But these are the free picks. Premium stuff, whole different ball of wax, folks. All right? That is where the top plays are all released. Go get them. We got a leaderboard at gamblersworld.net. Matt's plays, my plays, Chip, Doug, Kyle, Mark, Victor, everybody. Kyle Tran. We're all over at gamblersworld.net, our premium action. Day passes from $69.99 a day. Can't beat that, especially when it's loaded up with a lot of games going. 3 7:30 packages, all guaranteed. We show you a profit over that time, or we credit you back, and you do it all over again with the same capper or somebody else. Listen, on a 30-day package, you're going to make money. A 3-day package might be a little. The guy could be hot. He could go 7-7. I'm just saying, the longer the better. Sports betting is not a one-game, one-day affair. It is a long timeline of action here. All right, and of course, we're talking college basketball. We just started our free pick videos yesterday for college hoops. A $99 7-day special is in effect. It's a great 7-day time to get on board now with all these tournaments that go on in November. So there is that. Now, Matt Fargo, my friend, how are you? How was the weekend? We got a little Thanksgiving coming up. We'll have a triple header of NFL, a Black Friday game of NFL, and a loaded slate of rivalry weekend kind of stuff. But give us a little recap of how your weekend was and what you got in store for us here.
Well, it wasn't the best weekend, I'll tell you that much. The NFL, I went 1-4 this weekend, so it was not good. It happens. I'm having a great season. I'm still way up on the year. No complaints on that. Just the NFL can be tough sometimes, man. I went contrarian this weekend. I went with the Colts, the Patriots, and just 2 bad picks right there. And I had the Raiders as a premium play, who they should have covered. I don't know if you saw the end of that game or not, but it's just one of those things that happens, But looking forward to a great week, busy week, holiday week, lots going on. It's going to be a fun time, having a great time with family, friends, and everything, and a lot of betting action going on. It's going to be a great time.
Football for me, it's been a kind of rough year. So I'm 57 and 59 on the year, and I jump in early lines, and I haven't been catching them. Finally, a nice week. I think I went 9-2 or 9-3 this weekend with them on Sunday. So finally, I caught a bunch of them. But like you said, you're gonna have a losing day, you're gonna have a winning day. It is what I had a break even on Saturday, but for the season, I'm having a good college football year. You're gonna get that in betting, folks. From us here on the channel, just in life in general, it's a grind. Don't fall for the Instagram, TikTok nonsense where you see this crap of guys going like, "Look at this! I hit 17 come on, stop with the nonsense."
It's funny. I saw one. It was either yesterday or the day before. This guy was saying he hit 71% in college and NFL combined last year. Okay, really? 71%?
71%, yeah. Well, you can do that when you're taking minus 3,000 money line fades in college football, and look at this, it's a win, and it's 100 to win $7. Yeah. I don't really think people want to come into a show and see that kind of stuff. Like, you want to come in and be like, really, this is what you're putting out here? Why do I got to come watch a show to tell me to take a 49-point favorite or a minus $2,200 money line game? You're not going to get that here. Not Not at all. Not at all. Now, we're going to start on Chip's game here because he's not here. I don't know if he's going to come on, but it'll just give us a little something to kind of touch on a little bit because it's Friday. So we're picking and choosing. What are we going to roll out here? East Carolina, South Alabama games. I tried to go to a little marquee. So let's look at this. It's Colorado laying 17 to Oklahoma State. Total 65. They kind of blew it there. Loss probably knocked them out of the Big 12. I know there's probably some kind of combination between Iowa State and Arizona State. Maybe I have no idea how it works in the breakdowns of things there. But listen, for me, I had an under 5.5 plus 145 Colorado. I was like, you know what? I don't like the line. I don't think Deion's a good coach. And I mean that in the sense of an X's and O's guy. I just think when he's at the small school, he's got D1 talent, and that could just outweigh and outplay everybody else. Here, I think you need the coordinators. He can get the kids in there. Like, come on. He's built for the Twitter world and Instagram, TikTok, real world of bringing in recruits. Great season for them. Totally. I mean, let's be honest. His son is going to get drafted. Is he going to stay here without his son as quarterback? I don't know. I know he got a little contract or whatever, but a 17th spot here at home, I'd be more inclined to just take the over here. I mean, short of snow in Buffalo, or not Buffalo, Colorado, as I'm saying here, is the Buffs. Short of the snow here in this game or crazy win, I'm going to have to stay over because Colorado does score a good chunk of points. I think his little speech to the players last week is going to be like, you know what, let's come out at home. It's a finale. Let's run it up, have some fun. I would lean over here. I didn't bet this game. I only have 4 games for this weekend so far up. That's it. Not a lot of action. It's rivalry. Just sometimes the lines get a little tougher as the season goes on. They get a little sharper as they go. And for a guy, listen, I got a ton of college football plays this year. 84 and 67. It's not like I'm a guy who's coming out with like 2 games a week. So for me to have 4, it gets a little rough. But I don't have any money on this one yet, but I would lean towards an over, maybe a team total over in this one, just based on how the season has gone overall, and just after last week's kind of him saying, "Well, you read your own stuff and you're walking like you're, owning the league already." And I like him. I think he's a good speaker motivator. He connects with the kids, but I think after that little thing, I'm going to look at a team total or possibly an over in this game here. It is a 65.5. Which is kind of high, but I think these guys are going to score 35-40 in their finale here.
Yeah, I'm with you with the team. Like, as far as the total in the game, was it 65.5? Yeah, there's no way I can take a side in this game. 17 is a lot to lay.
It's a lot.
What's up with Oklahoma State? 0-8 in the Big 12? They keep in as one of the favorites. Like, what's going on? And it's their defense. Like, I'm looking at it right now, like, 56, 38, 42, 38, 38, 38, 42. They've given up. So, yeah, so Colorado, yeah. I like the team total for sure. And if you have to bet the total, I would definitely go over. But I do like the Colorado team total to go over. And as far as you talked about the championship game possibilities, I don't know what the tiebreakers are right now. 4 teams are at 6-2. So, yeah, Colorado has to win this game. And I think they will let it up. And, dude, Travis Hunter, he's the Heisman favorite right now, right? And I think they want to highlight him again. So, yeah, I like Colorado team total over as well.
I just jumped over to an offshore to see if we had something up here for the team total. Nothing is posted yet team total-wise. But so, again, it's a little something for you on a Friday. And, again, some of these Friday games,
you're right. There are no team totals yet. You're right. Yep.
Yeah. So, limit increase. We do the little schedule. I try to find interesting games. I really don't like doing crazy big lines like this. But, again, I really have a lot to choose from. I mean, Liberty Sam, Houston, smaller kind of schools. I just didn't think it would draw the attention of, to Coach Prime. It's like, oh, it's Coach Prime. Let's get a good game going here. But this is an interesting one, though. We're going to move to you, Matt, here in the Big Ten. Minnesota, Wisconsin. Old school Big Ten teams. It's not like your USC's and Washington's coming to play here. The old road of boat here. I mean, Minnesota 6-5, Whiskey 5-6. 2-point fave for Whiskey, total 43.5. Gotta say, disappointing year for probably both of these teams. You wait for Minnesota to take a step forward. You thought Wisconsin maybe a little better there with their new regime, another year under their belt. They're getting their guys in. Everybody's going to come up to play. But, man, 4 straight losses for them, 2 straight for Minnesota. It's an ugly one, but you know what? It's an important one for bowl. And just let's be honest, Wisconsin thinks it's a decent kind of Big Ten team, and they're kind of right on there under Penn State. This is not a season you want to see out of the Badgers here. What are you doing with a 2? I mean, a field goal at home, a 2? Have they fallen that far here?
Yeah, I don't know what like they started the season 5-2, 4 straight losses. Like, whoa! Now they need this game to be bowl eligible, and it's a rivalry. It's a Paul Bunyan-Axe game. These teams hate each other. It's always a fun one. The head-to-heads. It's been pretty tight for the most part the last few years, but I like Wisconsin here. Coming off 4 straight losses, the 2 at home were against Penn State and Oregon. 2 obviously the best teams in the country right now, so that's kind of forgivable. But man, losing 44-25 to Nebraska in their last game, like
yes,
ever since their quarterback went down, Van Dyke, like it's been a problem. But this new quarterback they have, who started slow, Braden Locke, his name is. He had a great game against Nebraska, and obviously the defense let them down that game. But he threw for 294, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. He had a good game, and like you said about Minnesota, they're leaking a little bit of oil too. They lost 2 straight. PJ Fleck, I don't know if you watched the game at all against Penn State. Like, they got the ball down to the Penn State 8-yard line, right, with 5 minutes left, down 6, or down 4. I'm sorry, down 4, and they kick a field goal. Like, I don't know what PJ Fleck was thinking there. Like, do you think you're actually going to be able to drive it on Penn State again? They never got the ball back, and they're losing by 1. So I think he's a good coach. Sometimes it's just amazing.
Yeah.
He's just been, there a few years ago he was, going to be one of the up and comers, and he's just kind of underachieved, and so Minnie's 2-2 on the road, not bad, whatever. Wisconsin obviously need this game, and I think with a short number, I think they get it done at home and keep the Paul Bunyan-Axe.
The Paul Bunyan-Axe. Normally it's right. You kind of let's just say this. Official Matt Fargo play here is we're going to go Wisconsin minus the 2. You want 2? You want to go like a minus 130 on the money line instead? Save yourself when it's a 17.
As long as you don't mind the extra juice, money line's fine. Absolutely.
Right. Just figure, so money. If you want money line instead of just laying the 2, it's probably about 2 is going to be in today's world probably like a 130, 135. Do you feel? Because I'm always like, just because the team has to win doesn't mean they're gonna win, right? Oh, you're bowl eligible. Well, if you're fighting for win 6 and you've dropped 4 in a row, are you even a good team at this point? Right?
That's a great question, and I'm normally one to play against that. Like, if you have to win, you have to win for a reason because you're probably not that good to begin with.
Right.
That's exactly the point you just made. Yeah. But in this case, I think the line is dictated enough to where it's playable. Whereas sometimes, you see games where, a team needs to win, and the line gets a little shifted that way. But I don't think it is in this case.
Official Matt Fargo pick here. Wisconsin. Delay to 2. You can do the money line. Here we go. Wisconsin. Get that 6 win in the all-important bowl game here. Again, free pick. If you want Matt's premium stuff, you head on over to gamblersworld.net, where Matt is 17, 11, 61% with his NFL the last 30 days. And listen, it's basically December. All right. So you're hitting 60% the last month. You want to get on with Matt Fargo for some NFL action. All right. So go get it. Great. You get a nice day pass on a Sunday. The guy's got 5 games up for you. That's like, $10 a game. Cost management, right? It's holiday time. Save money. Get some gifts for your kid. All right. Get a package and save a couple bucks.
There you go.
All right. Come on, folks here. All right, I'm going to look at Nebraska and Iowa. Oh, yeah. Well, this is one of my teams here. I mentioned the Colorado total, under 5.5 plus 145. Here's an Iowa one I have here at a over 7.5. All right, and I'm thinking they're going to be favored in 9 of their 10 games, right? I mean, they were favored in all the games. Favored over Iowa State, loser. Let's go through. Well, let's just say they're a 5-point favorite here, 5.5 against Nebraska. Favored over Iowa State, loser. Your game will beat Oklahoma State. I could see you getting beat by Ohio State. That's fine. Chalk that one up for a loss. You lose at Michigan State and UCLA as 6-point favorites. We were talking about the game last week, and I mentioned because you had, we both, you said let's take UCLA. I'm like, I'm right with you, and it's one of those. I want Iowa to win for long-term sake, but the way they're playing, not really interested in that. You see them lose games on the road. Again, favored in 3 of these games, they lose. Not good. At home, though, hello, 42-10 over Whiskey, 40-14 Northwestern, 40-18 Washington, 38-21. They put up points at home. This is a team that couldn't score against high school teams in the past. Then they're dropping 40 pieces and have gone 9-2 to the over this year, Matt. Again, 5.5. Do I really want to lay it against Nebraska? And I'm a Nebraska guy, like you are. Kind of building things out there. But again, they're 6-5. Not really loving them, but they've won a couple here. They put some points up on the board here, 27, 25, 22 points, whatever. I'm going to get the over in this one. 39.5. As I mentioned, 42, 40, 40, and 38 here at home for Iowa. Ridiculous. Nebraska is going to come and put up. They're not going to lay down and just not score here. Why do I think this game is going to be into the 50 kind of range? I really think Iowa probably going to put up their 30 plus as they do at home. Nebraska's not. This isn't the 86 Nebraska team. Like, when's Nebraska had a good defense the last 20 years? I can't remember the last time Nebraska has good defense. They're going to hold the team putting up 40 points in their last home game. They're going to hold these guys in check. I don't think so. Iowa could easily go over by their own here, but I'm going to go over the total 39.5. I got this one in the 50s. Give me the over.
I'm looking at last year's results from Iowa. Their last, what you said about their offense, I should so bad. 0, 13, 15, 22, 10, 10, 15, 20. Now they can score after their friends got rid of his son as the offensive coordinator. Now they can score. 42, 40, 40, 31, 38. Yeah. I mean, they couldn't score against Ohio State. Granted,
that's fine.
I understand that. Couldn't score against UCLA on the road. Tough trip, get it. But and we talk about Nebraska. Their defense, they used to have such a good defense years ago. Now it's just not there anymore. Started off great this year, but last 5 games.
You're also playing Northern Illinois, Northern Iowa.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The last 5 games, so they've given up a ton of points. So. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, final home game. Let's get the offense going. I agree.
20. They've given up 25, 28, 27, 21, and 56 to Indiana. Now, 56 Indiana is kind of the anomaly spot there. You go on the road, Indiana playing well, but you're going to give 25, 28, 27. I'm no mathematician. That's 26 points your last 3 games, and I got a team scoring 40 at home here, and therefore, so I'm gonna average that out to probably about a 30-ish. Right? I mean, we're not going to go super high. But we're going to get 30 ourselves. Nebraska will score 10 points. I mean, this is a low one. Again, we mentioned about like I said in the Buffalo game for Colorado there and Oklahoma State. Are we looking at crazy wintry conditions here? I mean, this is a night game, right? I mean, it's 7:30. Maybe there's a blizzard in Iowa. I don't know. But, hey, 39.5, I'm going to think this one's going to – I hate saying stuff like sail over the total or, easier to get there. But I feel confident in this one. I really do. This is – as much as this is a free play, this could very well be on the premium side of thing at gamblersworld.net where I'm having a pretty solid football season over there. So not too bad there in my college footies.
And to bring up your last point about, they're 9-2 the over this year. It's like – The markets haven't adjusted to their totals, it seems like. I mean, they opened with well, actually, they had the 45 with UCLA. 45.5 was the total there. But all of them, except for that one in the Ohio State game, they've all been like low 40s, high 30s, and they just don't. Looks like they're not adjusting to it.
And
So
the Ohio State game goes under. It goes under 46. They gave up 35, which you think they would. They just didn't score a point versus Ohio State, which is you'd think, okay, but again, on the road, that's where they've had their problems this year. That's where they took their losses. But yeah, no adjustment at all into them scoring points. Still under 40s, 41, 40, 38. What are we? 38, they scored 4. Total's 38, they score 40 themselves. The next week it's 40, they score 42 themselves.
Yeah, I mean, their last 5 home games, they've all gone over. So, yeah.
Yep. So, all right, that's the official video pick for me. Over 39.5, Iowa, Nebraska. Matt Fargo is on Wisconsin as a small home fave here over Minnesota. Chip Chirimbus enjoying the dumplings at Cracker Barrel possibly this morning and some coffee. He had some phone problems yesterday. We were hesitant. We weren't sure if he could get in there. He had some technical difficulties. He did show up with his 94 Super Bowl hat. I miss his Super Bowl hats. He comes in with a different hat. He's been to, I think, 20-something Super Bowls, a bunch of them.
Really? Yeah. I did not know that. That's pretty. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So
that's really cool.
Listen, the sports fact of the day is great, but the rando Super Bowl hats from the 80s and 90s are even better.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
But hopefully he'll be with us tomorrow. I'll be him and Brian Bill will be doing some college football again tomorrow. And I got you tomorrow also. We're doing some NFL action.
Yep.
Some NFL because it's Thanksgiving on Thursday. All right. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll have NFL football up here on gamblersworld.net. Black Friday, Raiders and Chiefs. You got how many rivalry games going on Friday? College football, Saturday, Sunday, Monday night. Here you go. What better time to get a 7-day pass than right now? College basketball day action. You got football for the next week every single day. If you like the NBA, if you like NHL, we got you covered. 3 730-day packages, guaranteed show you a profit, or we credit you back. Get that 7-day package. It'll take you right to the next month. How about that? We'll spin it that way. You get a week. You get a whole month. It takes you to a whole new month. All right. I know it's only a couple days away, but I think it sounds like it's a long-term deal when we take you to December. It's a December to remember. It's Christmas on Thanksgiving. However you want to word it. $99 for the college hoop 7-day package, $69.99 for a day package, 3 730-day packages, all at gamblersworld.net for the primos. Free picks one last time. Iowa over to 39.5. Matt Fargo saying take whiskey. You can go to 2. You want to money line it? We're not going to say no to that. It's a short little fave there at home. Who needs 6 wins to get that AutoZone Bowl or whatever the heck Big 10 team number 13 gets in the bowl ranking.
Exactly.
But for Matt, myself, and in spirit, Chip Chirimbus, we'll be back with you tomorrow on the Winner Circle YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Comments appreciated, good, bad, or indifferent. We will see you tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Matt, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.